Let's go. I am J. Pitts Presents. I am your life coaching class is definitely in session. Let's put in this work, baby. It's Friday. Put a yeah on your Friday. Compliment your day. Good energy. Good vibes. When you motivated.
The household I grew up in wasn't stable though. Yeah. And I started drinking way before I was able to. They tried to kill a nigga dreams, they wasn't able to. Okay. They killed our leaders trying to stop us, they wasn't able to. Okay. When I got knocked, it was not about nothing. When I got out, I had to block back, jump. I don't do this for the fame, obliteration ain't easy. I don't do this for no TV. You can really come and see. Okay. They be running around with choppers and chop. Tell me really good to blame. A couple centuries ago, yeah. They would've fed them to some crocodile. Who would set them on my side? But that's not about nothing. Less than 50 years later, yeah. I got us right back, jump proud. And we did stop, but that ain't about nothing. They killed Malcolm, but I got us back, jump. And real hip hop, that ain't about nothing. They killed Pop, but I got us back, jump. I'm talking crazy about my people, I'ma see about you. And I swear to God, if you my people, I ain't gon' leave
come and get some of this good energy.
But that ain't about nothing. Just hit a lick, bro. I got us back, jump.
Yeah. Big boy talk. Open up your mind. Good energy. Good vibes. Maybe awaken that heart in the right way. Invoke thought.
The household I grew up in wasn't stable though. Yeah. And I started drinking way before I was able to. They tried to kill a nigga dreams, they wasn't able to. Okay. They killed our leaders trying to stop us, they wasn't able to. Okay. When I got knocked, it was not about nothing. When I got out, I had to block back, jump. I don't do this for the fame, obliteration ain't easy. I don't do this for no TV. You can really come and see. Okay. They be running around with choppers and chop. Tell me really good to blame. A couple centuries ago, yeah. They would've fed them to some crocodile. Who would set them on my side? But that's not about nothing. Less than 50 years later, yeah. I got us right back, jump proud. And we did stop, but that ain't about nothing. They killed Malcolm, but I got us back, jump. And real hip hop, that ain't about nothing. They killed Pop, but I got us back, jump. I'm talking crazy about my people, I'ma see about you. And I swear to God, if you my people, I ain't gon' leave without you. They hit the spot, bro, but that ain't about nothing. Just hit a lick, bro. I got us back, jump.
We gotta come back home. Come back to our home. Come back to where you belong. Yeah. Come back home. Come back to your home. And come back where you belong. Yeah. Grand rising to you. I am J. Pitts Presents. I am your life coach, and class is definitely in session. Yeah. As I was listening to that song, thinking about, life. You got to come back home. You got to come back to your own, and you got to come back where you belong. Some people don't have a home to come back to because there wasn't a foundation put in place. It's because of generational curses. Somebody not stepping up to the plate, or somebody not taking the baton and moving on in the next generation in a better way. These habits can be long-term failures. Habits, behaviors. See, I don't care nothing about social media to the extent whereas I'm going to put more energy into that versus my reality. See, it's different for me. I can't speak for another soul, another person, another individual. But the reality is my personal life has to be better than social media. Has to be. My personal life, if your social media is great, but your personal life sucks, you're living life backwards. What up, Deacon Z? You're living life backwards. You hustling backwards. Life for you has been flipped inside out. My reality got to be popping versus my social media. That's a fantasy versus reality. How are you when you alone? Who are you when you by yourself? How is your personal? How is your energy? How is your relationship with the Most High? What comes into your mind when everything is quiet? What comes into your intellectual property when everything is quiet? See, I post silly stuff. I post information. I post things that align to my business. But I'm telling you, my personal life is more popping than my social media. I care more. It's far better for my personal life has to be better than my social media life because that's my reality. I'm telling you, that's me by myself, in myself, around myself. That's who I'm going to be with all day for the rest of my life. Don't buy into the matrix. Don't buy into the notion being a person who cares more about portraying versus what it really is. That's how you become deceived. Don't y'all know the devil moves in this way? The devil paints a pretty picture, but behind it is a nightmare. I don't want to buy into that product. Some of y'all are buying into that. That dopamine, that feeling of you desiring to be accepted by strangers, people that don't even know you, people that don't even invest in you, check up on you on a regular basis. That dopamine, that social media, it's almost like a drug. And if you're not conscious, you will become a social media crackhead. There's a bunch of crackheads out here on social media. You're a virtual crackhead because you care more about what people say, feel, and going on in social media versus your reality, your personal life, what's real. Some people, even studies says, with dopamine, you feel better and confident about yourself because of a like or a share. So that's where your confidence comes from. No, your confidence should not come from there. Your confidence should come from the inside. Your confidence should come from your self-development. It's called self-development for a reason. The ability to work and develop thyself. See, if you allow entities outside of you to build you both physically and spiritually, you're going to become dependent. Hello? Dependent. Dependent on that. And if that leaves, if that dies, if that goes away, you're going to go away. Well, the good side or the built side of you will leave. If your self-esteem is established by somebody outside of you, when that person removes themselves from your life, if they die, if they stop loving you, or if they walk away, they switch up on you, they're leaving with your self-esteem. You got to know that. Because you allowed yourself to be in position to be developed by somebody outside of you. And that's not their responsibility. Your security should be developed and established with you. This is why we have to practice balance. Spending time with family, spending time with your mate, but also spending time with yourself. This is why singlehood is very important. Some of y'all don't even know how to be alone. You can't be single 5 minutes. You don't have no discipline. You gotta be in somebody's face. You gotta be on somebody's line. Somebody gotta be in your bed because you don't know how to be alone. I question if you are enjoyable. Are you truly enjoyable? Because if you can't enjoy you by yourself, how you going to expect me to? I give a flip about portrayal. Because what you portray there's a great percentage rate that might not be real. I'm more concerned about your reality. Who are you when you're at home? Who are you when you are alone? See, y'all got to come back home. Come back home. Come back where you belong. Come back strong. Come back to your own. Some of y'all don't have a home spiritually and physically to come back home to because your lineage or your past generation did not leave a proper foundation for you to stand on, for you to build up off of. I'm going to say this. You are in control of your own destiny. Here's why. You was in control of your fate. You was in control of your failures. One is in control of their failures, which means you made your own choices and decisions as to why you ended up where you was. If you are in control of your failure, you definitely are in control of your own success. If you are in control of your ups, you're definitely in control of your downs. If you are in control of your sadness, you are in control of your happiness. These are choices and decisions. And though things may occur, that don't mean you got to stay. Come on, speak, God. Just because it occurs, don't mean you got to stay. See, some of y'all will be hurt and you make a choice to stay in that pain. That is a choice. Because I can be hurt, you can be hurt, I can stay in hurt for a week, you can stay in hurt for 6 months. That is a choice. You are in control of your own destiny. Because you was in control of your own failures. You was in control of making those decisions you made in your past. So why you ain't controlling if you were in control of what's bad, how can you not be in control of what's good? If you was in control of making poor choices, you are in control of making better ones. You are in control of your own destiny. So the reality is, we got to acknowledge our own power and worth and use it. We can't live so much primarily off other people. Because there's going to be a time in your life where you're going to have to work by yourself. You're going to have to stand alone. You're going to have to be on your own. You're going to have to figure this thing out. I'm telling you, life is life. Learn. Some of y'all will say right now that you wasted 7 years. You wasted 8 years. You wasted 4 years of your life. You wasted 2 years. You wasted 15 years. Well, let me help you how you debunk those years that you think you wasted. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. Give us the wisdom. The way you compliment your life today and going forward on something in your past that you thought you wasted is learning. That is a jewel. Learn. If you learn from your mistakes, that time wasn't wasted. I call it school. I call it college. When you was in a 5-year bad relationship. When you was in a bad friendship. You were dealing 3 years or 4 years in family that had generational curses. I call it college. These moments that you live through can be teachable moments. If you don't allow it to become teachable, then you're going to be a creature of habit that leads to behaviors, bad behaviors. And this is why you have these life hiccups. This is why you consistently move in that demeanor you've created. This is why I know you are in control of your own destiny, because choice. God gives us the freedom of choice, but it's in your choices that defiles your temple, that jacks up your life, that allows you to waste your time. The way you debunk wasted time, that you feel that it's wasted time, that bad relationship, that bad situation, that painful situation, the way you overcome those years is simply learning. Because if you don't learn, then what you experienced was in vain. Come on, speak, God. It's in vain. If you do not learn from the experience and choices you made that God allowed, you have wasted time. What you went through is in vain. The way you compliment something that you came from that was bad is learn from the mistakes. It's going to complement your todays and your future of your life going forward. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. You didn't waste that time if you learned. You didn't waste that time if it propels you, if it puts you in the right direction, if it puts you on the right path. It was worth it. What you went through become worth it when you learn. But if you don't learn, what you experience negatively is in vain. It's in vain. It's all in vain. And you got to know this. This is why you got to do things or make choices that complement your life going forward. I've learned to learn. I said I've learned to learn from my mistakes. Because once I learn from my mistakes, they are no longer mistakes. They are lessons that lead to high power blessings. And not only do I become a person who experienced, but now I'm a teacher, meaning I can teach my children or anybody I come in contact, my clients. I can build my business to a higher stature. Why? Because I learned from my experiences. Experiences that are learned, mistakes that are learned, complement your life going forward. So it ain't in vain. Come on, speak, God. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you, baby. I'm here to tell you, kings and queens, you think you wasted a lot of time. God said it ain't over. Because you're going to complement your life if you learn from it. Some of y'all think, oh man, I should have did this at 20. Oh, I should have did this at 30. What's supposed to happen, gonna happen. And everything in life happens for a reason. But the way you overcome wasted time that you count as wasted time is you learn. Learn from your mistakes. It's gonna complement your soul. It's gonna complement your mind. You just got to take this in and learn from this situation. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you're 30. I don't care if you're 40, 50s, and 60s, that folk that be on my live. No time is wasted when you learn. When you learn, you earn. And when you earn high power blessings. These lessons and blessings will complement your life. These lessons and blessings will put you in a position to be a teacher. Going from a student to a teacher to the game, where you're able to help other people and save other people's steps. Some of y'all don't know you're going through for the sake of who you tied to. Come on, speak, God. Some of you don't even realize you're going through for the sake of the people you're tied to, because they're going to take more steps after you. But I'd rather you experience so you can learn and become a teacher, where you can be able to teach your children or anybody God sends to cross your path, so they can move and function in a better way. They can be an asset to the community. They can be a better law-abiding citizen. Some of y'all got to be better citizens to the kingdom. You got to know your worth. You got to know your value. You got to put life in better perspective. You got to be healthy. You got to be sure. You got to be confident. You got to have poise. And I'm going to tell you something. You reap what you sow in this life. I don't know why, y'all. You don't have to believe in karma for karma not to touch your life. Especially deep down inside when you know it ain't right. You know it ain't right. I'm very firm on treating people right. And if I wrong you, I'm willing and ready to rectify the situation by fixing it in whatever way we got to fix it and greatly apologizing. But the reality, that's what real men and women do. But when you move as a such, you know ain't right. You are definitely setting up a path going forward where you're going to lose at the end. It's a trap. It's a trap. You're setting yourself up for failure. And here's what pride does. It blinds you because you think, see, man ways is pleasing in his own sight, but God weighs the heart. You got a heart condition because you don't see the error of your ways and you think what you're doing is right to the point once you hit, once you break, once you shatter, once you fall, that's when the power of acknowledgement kicks in. But what you acknowledge is going to be distasteful. Why? Because now you have, and when you don't hold yourself accountable, life will. This is why I say you in control of your own destiny. Because if you don't hold yourself accountable of your actions, life will. Through the form of karma. Karma will attack your life when you're guard down. Karma will attack your life when you least expect it. Karma will hit you when you ain't ready. That's why it was designed. Loaded accountability through poor, bad experiences because of your choices. I'm a very, very firm believer in not blocking my blessing. That's why I treat people right to the best of my ability. And if I move in error, then I'm quick to fix or rectify the situation. Why? Because I believe in energy, and energy is the only thing in life that cannot be destroyed but yet transferred. So if you snake people, you create opportunities for you to be snaked as well, for you to be deceived as well. You see how you play yourself in the end? Your outcome defiles your income. Man ways is pleasing in his own sight, but God weighs the heart. The scripture says the heart is deceitfully wicked, but who would know? You? You know. I know. From experience. Have you ever made a choice and you knew it wasn't right, but you did it anyway? The heart is deceitfully wicked, but who would know? You. I. The outcome of the situation proved it. So we got to stop playing semantics. We got to stop playing with our life. We got to stop making poor choices. We got to stop dumbing down as if we don't know what we're doing and how we're doing it. You know what you're doing ain't right. You know you can do better than what you're doing. You know you can be drinking more water, exercising. You know you can change up your diet. You know you can do better in your finances. You know you can do better on working on your spirit, your temple. You know you should be reading more books and working on your intellectual property. But a lot of times we become so spiritually lazy. Lazy to a point we make excuses as to why we can't get stuff done. We're lazy. We're lazy. We make excuses as to why we can't get something done. And here's the thing about people. People. Don't do nothing to me that you wouldn't appreciate somebody doing to you. Because when you move in a certain type of way, you defile your future. There's a story in the scriptures about the Amaleks that is so prominent. Man, dumb people, they caused great pain to the children of Israel. The Amalekites, they caused great pain to the children of Israel. Have somebody ever done you wrong? Have somebody ever stabbed you in your back? Have somebody ever did something to you that you did not deserve? Come on, speak, God. You're going somewhere with this. You're going somewhere with this. What up, Toy? What up, T Grease? I see you, Queen. Miss Cherry, I see you. Blessings. Blessings, blessings to it. Friyay, put a yeah on your Friday. Have you ever been dealt a card that you didn't deserve in life? Have somebody ever moved in a way that you didn't deserve? Have somebody ever hurt you and you didn't even ask for it? Have you ever loved something and in return, they hurt you? Have you ever asked somebody for something for drink, and instead of giving you water, they gave you vinegar? Instead of giving you love, they gave you pain. Instead of giving you loyalty, they gave you deceit. I'm telling you right now, touch and agree with me right now. Have you ever just wanted to do the right thing in life, but yet folks still do you wrong? Come on, somebody know what I'm talking about right now. Somebody either went through or going through right now. I'm telling you right now, have somebody ever gave you something, a bad hand or bad card that you did not deserve? Well, that's what happened to the children of Israel. And they was dealing with the Amalekites. They came across a people, a certain group of people that maliciously done them wrong. The children of Israel didn't ask for that, but yet these people carried an energy in them, a spirit in them that was very distasteful. Some people will bite your head off just to save themselves. That's a flaw in your character. When you will step on somebody else's back just to survive. That's a flaw in your character. When you try to move in a demeanor that you know if somebody did it to you, you would be upset. You would be mad. You would retaliate. You will move in a certain type of way because an action causes a reaction. I'm going to tell you, the children of Israel did not deserve this. They didn't do anything to deserve it. Those people, those Amalekites, they did some distasteful thing to the children of Israel. I mean, they did some defiling things to the children of Israel. And in life going forward, that was the children of Israel's experience. That was their experience. And they endured it. And I'm going to tell you something. As life went by, time went by, God didn't even move. God didn't even touch the Amalekites. I'm telling you, time went by and God never moved. They did they raped, killed, and pillaged the children of Israel. And they didn't deserve it. Have you ever been through something with somebody or some people, family, friends, or mate, and folk did you wrong and you didn't deserve it? You didn't ask for that. You gave love, they gave hate. You asked for water, they gave you vinegar. You gave love, they stabbed you in your back. You invest in, they switch up, they switch out. Undeniable pain when you came for healing. The children of Israel didn't ask for this, but they went through it. Pain. And God didn't move at all. God was very quiet to their experience. I can imagine. Have you ever been in life where you just going through something and the reality is like, man, like, I don't bother nobody. Man, like, I don't snake nobody. My name good out here in these streets. But every time you turn around, it's something. I know some of y'all feel like that sometimes. I know some of y'all feel like, man, you can't catch a break. Every time you go 10 steps forward, you take 20 steps back. Sometimes, man, you don't know if you're coming or going. Come on, I'm speaking to somebody right now. Sometimes, man, you just sit and you cry and you swim, drowning in a pool of your tears. Yeah, I know. I've been there before. Oh, you tried to make sense with your life, but because of your experiences. Sometimes people become triggers to your past. Come on, speak, God. I'm helping somebody right now. Some people, some family, some friends, even some mates become triggers. Some people that are in your life that you give access to, that you love, they are functioning under curses and don't even know it. They've been demonized and they transferring their demons on you. Come on, speak, God. Speak, speak, speak. In a natural state, in a healthy state, they would be loving. In a natural state, in a healthy state, they would be caring. They will be everything you need them to be. But because they are demonized, because they are generational cursed, because they are spiritually tormented, come on, speak, God, they are the most toxic, unhealthy people you ever want to be around. But the children of Israel were traveling and they ran across a group of people that was very distasteful. I'm going to tell you, out there in them streets, y'all, ain't nothing but a jungle full of raccoons, baboons, chimpanzees, orangutans, monkeys. I'm going to tell you, it's a jungle out there. You better be careful. You better be wise. You better move smooth. You better be swift. You better be cunning. You better have your third eye open to a level of consciousness. You better listen to your temple when you get a gut feeling of what you should and should not do. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of snakes and fakes out there. A lot of snakes and fakes out there. And these type of people will defile you. They'll ruin you. They'll make you lose everything you work hard for. They'll damage you. They'll leave you with a scar or a bad imprint if you allow them to. But the children of Israel didn't deserve this, and God didn't move. God was very quiet to their experience. And yeah, baby, it was bad because they was rape, killing, and pillaging. Rape, killing, and pillaging. Rape, killing, and pillaging. And God didn't respond to his own people. God was quiet to their pain and struggle. Come on, speak, God. Have you ever been in a position where you felt like God didn't hear you? Have you ever been in a position where you felt like nobody cared? Come on, I'm speaking to somebody right now, baby. It's giving me chills right now. Have you ever been down and out and you felt alone? Come on, speak, God. Speak. Speak to your people. Have you ever felt the lowest of lows? The lowest of lows. Have you ever been in pieces and you just trying to put things back together and it's a struggle? You cut yourself trying to pick up a piece because of what you went through, because of your pain, because of your struggle. Those who love and support me, like and share. Send this to somebody who going through. Send this to somebody who need to pick up the pieces. Send this to somebody who needs needs to start over. Send this to somebody that needs to say to themselves, it's time for a change. You need a renewal in your mind, a renewal in your heart, and a renewal in your soul. See, you got to get tired of you before things can change better for you. You got to get exhausted to what you're experiencing. You got to be able to let go what ain't good for you no more. I'm telling you, this is your life and you only get one. But them people, the children of Israel, didn't ask for that. They were just traveling home. And they ran across a group of people that were no good. And God went quiet to their pain, quiet to their experiences, quiet to what they were going through. In that moment, time went by. Time went by. More time went by. And the children of Israel overcame what they went through. But yet, the Amaleks still was doing what they was doing. Being who they are. Never seek desire to change. Never was sorry for what they done. Never seek forgiveness. Never even considered changing who they were. God waited as time went by. God allowed them to lean to their own understanding and do what was pleasing in their own sight. God allowed them to gain. Come on, speak, God. God allowed them to gain. God allowed them to reign, meaning they conquered. The children of Israel weren't the only people they did that to. That's how and who they were. God allowed them to move and conquer and gain and rape, kill, pillage, do whatever they wanted to do. Time went by and they were still able to do it. Still able to do it. This is a form of pride. This was approved or fulfilling in their own sight. In the process of them doing it in a season where they couldn't expect it, in a time where they couldn't prepare, in a moment when they wasn't ready, in a year when they couldn't recoup, in a place where they couldn't bounce back. God came for them people. Karma was knocking at their door. See, this is why I'm very concerned about how certain people move. Because you think God gonna support that behavior. You think God gonna back you on your deceit. You think God gonna secure your life. I'm gonna tell you what'll get you what your errors of your ways will take you closer to death. Your deceit will take you quicker to death than to life. Come on, speak, God. I'm trying to save somebody right now who's thinking about doing something wrong, who's okay with how they moving, knowing how they moving ain't no good. I'm trying to help you. You're moving yourself closer to death. You'll die spiritually and die physically. But on the day and the hour where these strong people was moving, raping, robbing, and pillaging, on a day they could not prepare, and these were a good group of people. These were some strong people, but on that good day where karma was knocking at their door, knocking at their life, knocking at their people, God wanted to move on what happened in the past. Those people were destroyed. Those people were conquered. God destroyed them as if they never was, through the form of karma. This is why the elders say, you reap what you sow, baby, good or bad. You better be conscious. There's a such thing as good karma and bad karma. And you can't be blessed, but moving in a way where you're blocking your blessings. Come on, speak, God. You can't expect to be blessed, but how you move is in the form of you blocking your blessings. Come on, think about it. You can't do wrong and expect right. And if you think, a lot of us will move wrong, and because nothing ain't happening, you think you doing right. This is God stimulating your pride. What does pride do? Pride blinds you, because man's ways is pleasing in his own sight. That's because if it's pleasing in your own sight, it only means that pride is in the midst. Come on, speak, God. Teach us. Teach us. Because when you move in a prideful way, it deceives you. It behooves you. You can't even see the error of your ways, just like the Amalekites. And on the day that it's time to reap what you sow, pay the piper, pay what you owe, those people paid with their lives. With all the killing, raping, and pillaging they did, they paid with their lives. See, y'all don't know with certain sins, you don't know what's on the back of that price tag. Some of these sins are way too expensive for you to be indulging in. Come on, speak, God. I'm trying to help somebody this morning. Some of these sins are way too expensive because it's what is at stake by you indulging. This could cost you your health. This could cost you your life. This could cost you suffering to your children. This could cost you your children growing up without you. This could cost you much because of your poor choices. But I'm going to tell you, sinner, saint, good, bad, you always going to reap what you sow, good or bad. So be conscious of how you treat people, because there's an hour, a moment, a day where you can't recoup, you can't prepare, you can't be ready for it, where it's time to pay what you owe. Some of y'all walk around here doing people wrong. You ain't doing nothing but wrong in your future. Some of y'all walk around here snaking people. You ain't doing nothing but putting yourself in a den of snakes for other people, bigger demons, to deceive you. This notion that they used to say there's always somebody bigger and badder than you. You know what the elders were saying, what they mean by that? There's always somebody bigger and badder than you. So when you deceive one person, you can meet a bigger demon that's worse than you. And it will destroy you. Some of y'all be putting yourselves in an early grave because of how you move and how you function. You don't go where you're celebrated. You don't go where you're elevated. You don't go where you're motivated. You don't go where you're loved. But you say you want to live a long and healthy life. Well, the lie detector has proven that is a lie, because you won't change. You won't make better choices. You won't make better decisions. I'm going to tell you, your success is contingent upon you putting more value on your access and your time, what you allow and what you accept. You got to stop depreciating your life and start investing more quality people in your life. If folk ain't gonna do right, ain't gonna be right, remove yourself from the situation. Remove yourself from bad energy and protect your good energy. You only have one life to live. One. Just one. And when it's over, it's over. And when you die, you're going to be dead a lot longer than you are alive. Ask George Washington. He was alive for some odd years, but this planet has been here longer than he's been alive. So time is valuable. It's your greatest asset. So you can either be about your business, not wasting your time, and not allowing other people to waste your time as well. Don't be no fool. Be conscious of how you treat people. There's a saying that the elders always said, and I didn't understand it until I became a teenager. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. My mother used to tell me as a kid, be conscious of how you treat people, son, because you never know, you could be entertaining an angel. You could be entertaining somebody that is anointed. You could be entertaining somebody that has great purpose. And if you try to throw a glitch in God's plan, God will ruin your plans. If you try to tear down, they always said, if you dig a ditch for one person, you better dig one for yourself. You know why? Because the elders always says you reap what you sow. Y'all got to be conscious of how you treat people, and especially certain people, especially if you don't know who they tied to spiritually. This could damage you. This could hurt you. So my best way of living is just treat everybody right and move honorably. Honorably. And if I say something or do something you don't like, know that that's not my intent. Y'all got to pay attention to people's intent and motives, because that tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know about one's character and whether or not you should deal with them. Everybody makes mistakes, but pay attention to the motives. Pay attention to the intentions, because that tells you all you need to know about that person. If you should trust him, if you should invest in him. The Amaleks pay with their life. God destroyed a group of people because of the error of their ways. They sinned and they took pride in it. Some people take pride in what they do, not even knowing that you're setting yourself up to fall like never before. You deceiving But God allows deceiving energy to stay in your midst. Why? Because you will lean to your own understanding, think what you're doing is right, build your life up just to fall like never before. And God will make you outcast, meaning God will put you to the front stage of where everybody can see you falling, see you crumbling, see you making mistakes. God will expose you. All the things you try to portray, all the things you try to make seem like you this, you that, you did this, you did that, all will be exposed. The Amalekites was exposed. They was tough until karma came. They was tough until God came in, till God got fed up. And God waited to a moment where they wasn't ready. That's how karma comes, y'all. It comes when you ain't prepared. It comes when you ain't ready. It comes when you can't change, or you can't gather yourself. You can't recoup. You can't bounce back. There's times in my life where I made a poor choice and karma came, and I said to myself, man, don't feel bad for me, man. I put myself here. I had to literally tell somebody who really was caring for me, caring about me. I had to tell them, man, I deserve this. Because I was well aware of certain decisions I made in the past. I said, don't weep for me. Don't cry for me. It's okay. It's okay. I made this choice. I literally had to tell myself and tell that person, hey man, it's all right. Because I made some bad decisions. I made some poor choices. I did some things that wasn't right. So I'm here and I just need to. The elder said, if you make that bed, you better lay in it. Get comfortable. And if God allows you to overcome it or get out of it, get out that bed that you made that was hard, learn. Because the experience won't be in vain if you learn. If you don't learn, you put yourself in position to make a revolving door, to become a creature of habit. This is why a lot of people are 40 and 50 years old and still ain't got themselves together. Because they became a creature of habit. They didn't turn from the errors of their ways. They didn't break these bad habits. They didn't walk into the power of acknowledgement and truth. They didn't want to change. They cared more about what they portrayed versus what their reality. They didn't want to develop. They wasn't sorry. And this sounds just like who? The Amalekites. And that's why you're getting the results you're getting out of life. You're getting the same results. So this makes you crazy doing the same thing, but expecting different results. I'm going to tell you, family, it's time to grow up. It's time to make better choices. It's time to make better decisions. But be conscious of how you treat people, but also be conscious of how you treat yourself, because this can be a great disservice to your life going forward. Here's one key to help you when it comes to other people or whether or not you should deal with them. Do a self-evaluation of who you are when you are around them. Family, friends, mates, whoever, however, strangers. Who are you when you are around them? If who you are aligning yourself with, who you putting your time in, where you loving, if you're struggling, if you're weak, if you're feeling defiled, if you're not developing, if you're not becoming better when you're around them, then life is automatically telling you that you shouldn't be involved. You shouldn't align. You shouldn't invest. You shouldn't go there. You just got to make better choices. You got to make better choices. You are in control of your own destiny. Why? Because you was in control of your own fate and failures. If you are in control of your own fate and failures, then you definitely are in control of your own destiny, meaning your life going forward, things to come. You just got to make better choices and put yourself around better people, baby. Better people, kings and queens. It's time for a change. It's Friyay. Put a yay on your Friday and start living a healthier life going forward. This is your moment. This is your mission. And one must understand that you got one life to live. And when it's over, it's over. But I'm concerned not just you maximizing off your time on this planet, but you making sure that you making better choices and decisions going forward. Because we all reap what we sow. You sow good seeds, you get good fruit. You sow bad seeds, you get bad fruit. Y'all shouldn't be surprised at some of your results. You made bad choices. It wasn't conscious. It wasn't better. It wasn't aligned to nothing healthy. And you knew deep down inside it wasn't right. You're going to pay a price down the road of something you did stupid right now. Come on, speak, God. Don't pay a penalty, a life penalty down the road, all because of something dumb you did today. Hold yourself accountable. Love yourself more and make better decisions. I always say on the end of my life, you know my life for me. You made that choice to tap in. You made that choice to come on my block. I hope what I've said has been a blessing to you, inspire you in some type of way. But we all over here, we all about living better lives. And we're all about maximizing off our time on this planet. Going where you're celebrated, elevated, motivated, and loved. Going where it's peaceful. Going where it's healthy. Developing. Not going up under the spirit of procrastination. Not making excuses as to why you can't better your life in a healthier way. It's all on you. You are in control of your own destiny because you was in control of your own fate. You was in control of your own failures. So now it's time to be successful, both spiritually, physically, emotionally, sexually, every entity of your life, financially. It's time to grow up. It's time to make better choices. It's time to make better decisions. I always say at the end of my life, peace and love. A man functions off peace and a woman functions off love. If you play with that, if you take that man's peace, he's going to look for peace in some other person, place, or thing. That's a man's drive. If you play with a woman's love, she's going to seek love in some other person, place, or thing. That is a woman's drive. You're going to pay the stupid tax of life, the prepayment penalty. And I'm going to tell you, anything that's God sent in life, whether it's a person, place, or thing, if it's not appreciated, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And if God sent you something that you either rejected or didn't appreciate, it was sent for a reason, fool. It was sent with a purpose. So if you remove a purpose, come on, speak, God. If you remove purpose from your life, you about to suffer for a little while. You about to hurt yourself for a little moment. Could be for a lifetime. You just never know. It depends how big the purpose was. So anything God sent that is unappreciated, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. So if that thing was sent, it has great purpose for your life. It was sent for a reason. So you damage you by acting a fool. Some of y'all act like you ain't never had nothing good a day in your life. By how you respond to it when you get it. By how you respond to it when you lose it. Hey, if you don't appreciate or take life for granted, or you take life for granted, or don't appreciate the blessings that have came and the blessings that are here and the blessings that are to come, it's easy, it's simple. You're going to be a disservice to your life. See, I will blame the devil, man, but it's you. It's you. All you. Totally you. 1,000% you. You your worst enemy. Because of how you operate and not having the mental capacity and ability to change. And I'm telling you, if something is God sent, it has great purpose, meaning great reasoning in your life. And if you reject the purpose or the promise, if the promise is removed for your life, now you damage your life. You damage the opportunity for what was to come. Some of y'all don't realize you're moving dumb. You're a fool. You didn't have to go to school to get this dummy certificate because you don't appreciate good things. If you don't appreciate what you have, it's going to become something you had. Hello? If you don't appreciate what you have, it's going to become something you had. And some of y'all don't need to lose what you have. That's people, places, and things. Because these people, places, and things were God sent. And it came with a purpose to not tear your life down, but stabilize it. Bring your life up. So if you don't appreciate something as God sent, especially if it's an individual, a person, you're going to pay the stupid tax of life, a prepayment penalty. God going to bring you to the front of the congregation of their life, center front row, while they on stage. And you have to witness that good person, that good man, that good woman being loved, peaceful, happy, and successful with somebody else. Because you acting a fool. You too dumb enough. Some of y'all, man, you can't handle big blessings because you don't even know how to act with small blessings. I'm going to tell you something. Some of y'all can't handle nothing good because they something you never had. Some of y'all, the reason why your relationships didn't work because you were somebody they never had. Their history don't even align or attest to anything good or great. Ain't nothing promising, but you shocked at why they moved a certain type of way they move with you. You're somebody they never had, and their history don't even attest to no good woman or no good man. That's the reality. And if they don't learn, they ain't earning nothing. They set themselves up for long-term failures. This is why people have strokes, heart attacks, and midlife crisis, because you ain't living right, baby. You ain't making better choices and decisions. You ain't changing. Let's grow from this. I hope my live has blessed y'all in some type of way. Those who love and support me, bless you. I thank you. Like and share. My Venmo, my Cash App is in the title. Hey, that's the tip jar. If I inspire you some type of way, hey, hit my Venmo, my Cash App. That's my business. But I just want to let you all know that I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your due diligence, all the comments, all the likes, the shares, all the people who bless my business, all the people that literally, you know what I'm saying, have asked great questions. My clients that I love so dearly that I truly want to see them win, and they gon' win. They gon' win. All the comments, all the questions that people send in my inbox, I salute you. I appreciate you. There is no me without you. But I want you to live better lives, because better days lead to better lives. If you can better your today, come on, speak, God. If you can better your today, you can create a better life, a better lifestyle. Some of y'all should be GQ of the year. Some of y'all should be bona fide fashionistas, but you don't know how to dress your body well, but let alone dress your life well. It's time for a change. I love y'all, man. Have a phenomenal day. It's Friday. Put a yeah on your Friday. How you treat your today will determine how you spend your weekend. Make a conscious decision. I am J. Pitts Present. I am your life coach, and class is dismissed. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Today's going to be a phenomenal day. Phenomenal day. You got to speak over yourself. Speak into you. Speak around you. Your life can shine just like that sun shining outside. Yeah.
The household I grew up in wasn't stable though, yeah. And I started drinking way before I was able to. They tried to kill a nigga dream, they wasn't able to, okay. They killed our leaders trying to stop us, they wasn't able to, okay. When I got knocked, it was not about nothing. When I got out, I had to block back, jump. I don't do this for the same thing. Liberation ain't easy. I don't do this for no TV. You can really come and see, okay. They be running around with choppers and chops. Tell me really good to blame. A couple centuries ago, yeah. They would've fed them to some crocodiles. Who was set on my side, but that's not about nothing. Less than 60 years later, yeah. I got us right back, jump proud. And we did stop, but that ain't about nothing. They killed Malcolm, but I got us back, jump. And real hip hop, that ain't about nothing. They killed Pop, but I got us back, jump. Come talking crazy about my people, I'ma see about you. And I swear to God, if you my people, I ain't gon' leave without you. They hit the spot, brother, that ain't about nothing. Just hit a lick, bro, I got us back, jump.
Got us back jumping, baby. I ain't gonna leave my people behind. If I can help you, I'ma help you. If I can be of great service to you, folk know me. Folk know who I am and how I am. Yeah. Folk know who I am and how I am. If I can help you, I'ma help you. If I can help you, I can help you. If I can help you, I can help you. I'll help you. Folk know who I am and how I am. I'm very outgoing, very outspoken, very boisterous. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. We can try. We're going to make it together. I genuinely care about people in their lives because there's too many people that are wasting it. I want you to maximize your time on this planet. Make better choices. Ain't no sense you sitting around sad all day, 24 hours, getting all this space and opportunity. Here you was all this space and opportunity, but you chose to be sad. You chose to be at a low demeanor, a low vibration. You chose to be low at heart. That's a choice. That's why you're in control of your own destiny. Because if you can choose to sit depressed all day, if you can choose to be sad all day, then these are just simply choices. You was in control of your fate. You was in control of your failures. So now you can be in control of your destiny. You can be in control of your success. It all comes by you making better choices. I'm trying to get your life back jumping. As young Pharaoh said, I'm trying to get you back jumping. You know why I want to get you back jumping? Because when you're healthy and happy, you at your best you. You can be an asset to me or anybody else you tied to. When you at your best mind, your best heart, your best soul, man, I'm telling you, you operate different. You breathe through your lungs different. You invite certain better energies that's different from what you've been entertaining. I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to get your life back jumping. So I want you to wake up excited about life, excited to live life, being thankful about life, being grateful about life. You only got one life to live. I'm telling you, don't spend too much time focusing on negativity. And as I said yesterday, instead of focusing on people that won't, start focusing on people that will. So people that's tied to God's will, that's willing to help you, willing to inspire you, willing to be there for you, willing to see you win. You just got to put yourself around better quality people and love yourself more. This too shall pass. No time is wasted if you learn from it, because now what was once a curse, come on, speak God, becomes a gift. So you didn't waste 7 years. You didn't waste 15 years. You didn't waste 3 years. You didn't waste 4 years. If you learn from it, because what was designed by the enemy to be a curse, if you learn from your mistakes, it will now turn into a gift. Come on, speak God. Your time ain't wasted. If you learned, your time is not wasted if you learned. You learn, you earn. You earn blessings on top of blessings if you learn. So what you went through in that marriage, what you went through in that relationship, what you went through with your significant other, your baby mama, your baby dad, what you went through in your childhood, what you went through, I'm telling you, speak God, what you went through in your family, what you went through in your teenage years, those setbacks, that denial, those no's, that time when you were spiritually insufficient, that time when you was going through pain, that time when somebody double crossed you, and that time when somebody done something to you where you didn't deserve it, it won't be in vain. They'll reap what they sow. Don't worry about them. They'll reap what they sow, but I'm talking about you. Learned lessons equal high-powered blessings. All that you've been through that was negative will not be in vain if you grow from it, if you learn from it. What was designed by the devil to be a curse will now turn into a gift. And this will lead you to some of the best moments and best opportunities life has to offer. Unspeakable joy, or radical situations that will put a smile on your soul one has never felt before. I love y'all, man. I am Jay Pitts Presents. I am your life coach, and class is dismissed. Time is of the essence, and it starts what? Right now. Right now. Make a decision.